Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Hawkeyeorhawkguy, and this is the latest episode of We've Got Issues, a weekly web show where we talk about the latest and the greatest in the world of comic books. If this is your first time watching, no, I do not normally speak into a phone for these videos, but today I thought I'd mix things up a little bit since I'm filming alone. This was a pretty exciting week in the world of comics. If I do say so myself, we got some real contenders for best gold star thingamajiggy Secret Wars title. What is that thing that we do? What is it called? The Secret Star Secret Wars titles, and DC even bringing it to the hoop. That's a phrase. It's quite the exciting lot. We're going to start by diving into the non-Secret Wars world. I know it's crazy. Marvel basically rules everything comic related nowadays. But we're going to start off with the other big guy out there. Give me a sports reference. If Marvel is the top dog, who's the top dog of basketball? We're going to start off with the other big dog, the big contender to Marvel these days, who's sweated them out of Comic-Con, as some believe, DC Comics. And the title that we'll be starting off today with is We Are Robin. This is a new series from the extraordinarily talented Bermejo, who's only just revealed that he has the ability to write as well as to draw. Most of you know him from series such as Luthor. No. Yes. Lex Luthor, that's the series, it's not the TV show, the BBC TV show that I was thinking of. From series such as Luthor and Joker, which he did the art for, and Brian Azzarello did the writing for. But now, with the introduction of Suiciders to Vertigo and We Are Robin to DC, he is taking over writing duties as well, and he has been doing a phenomenal job. Suiciders is a visceral, gritty, action-heavy and oriented view of the future, where violence and perfection are what rules the world. We Are Robin is another sort of commentary on modern society. It finds a number of Gothamites, Gotham youths, becoming the new Robins of the city. Although it stars a specific young man, Duke, I don't remember his last name, but if you read Batman Endgame, he was the young man whose parents were tortured by the Joker. And if you read Zero Year, I believe he was in that as well. And if you read Batman and Robin, the Future's End tie-in, he was the Robin of the future. So he's already been teased a lot as an important up-and-coming member of the Bat family. So it'll be interesting to see where we go with that. The actual art and pacing of the series are phenomenal. I was hoping I would enjoy this series quite a bit, and I really did. Let me give you an example of the art real quick. The artist, Jorge Corona, has an amazingly kinetic, charged, energetic style that doesn't exactly fall in line with the similar art styles of Babs Tarr in Batgirl or Cameron Stewart's, whoever's doing Gotham Academy. But it still has that youthful edge, that youthful vigor, and it's, I believe, a more mature attempt from DC to appeal to a younger audience. Whereas series like Batgirls and Black Canary at first seemed a little pandering, like they were just attempting to be as hyper youthful as possible, We Are Robin is youthful without feeling like it was specifically dressed up in a teenager's outfit. It has visceral emotions, feelings. These characters feel real, especially Duke himself, who I am a fan of. The pacing is good. I really can't wait to see more. I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. I thought it was a phenomenal read. You absolutely should check it out if you like Robin. And it was really, for me, the best thing that came from DC this week. On the other token, I'm going to talk about a series that many of you have probably not heard about unless you're diehard Grant Morrison fans, and that is Annihilator. Grant Morrison and Frazer Irving. This is a series that deserves your attention. This is issue 6, and it's the last issue of the series. This is Grant Morrison at his finest. If you've read Nameless, if you've read Grant Morrison's Multiversity, if you read Grant Morrison's Secret 7, right? That's Grant Morrison? Many of Grant Morrison's great stories, you know what kind of themes are in here. You know what to expect from this, and it is as Grant Morrison-y as it gets, although the Nameless was pretty close to taking that reward, but that one will also melt your brain with how confusing it is. But this series is great. The art is dark. It's wonderful. If you haven't been picking up this series, if you haven't heard of this series, go down to your comic shops, pick it up, or they'll there might be a trade coming out soon. Legendary tends to make really nice trades. They tend to do very quality stuff. Even the comic itself has a bit of a higher quality feel as opposed to regular comics. It's got the nice glossy cover. I just dropped everything. You really owe it to yourself to try something that's got like a nice heady concept that is really, you know, it's more than just your standard action adventure type comic. You know, a comic that'll actually make you think, a comic that's engaging, that'll stick with you for a long time. And I think a lot of comics these days don't have that. But basically anything Grant Morrison does have that quality, and this is no different. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10, and that's for the whole series. I think it was a very solid series all the way through, and you absolutely owe it to yourself to pick it up. Anyways, thank you for joining me for the first half of We've Got Issues. Stay tuned for the next half, which is going to be all about the new #1 Marvels coming out for Secret Wars. You don't want to miss it. There's some really cool titles coming out this week, even if some of them are written by jerks. I'm Hawkeye. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed watching me talk into a phone. I enjoyed doing it, that's for sure. Please comment down below if you think I should continue to have my videos like this. Like and subscribe so that you can see more of them. Our very own Red King has just started up his own channel for gaming called, I believe, Just Red King. Absolutely check it out. We'll put a link down below. I think you're gonna like it. He's a talented, funny guy. Thank you for joining me today. Remember who you are and what you are. Don't go causing any trouble out there in that crazy world. And always, always remember to be good to the person that you love, because you only live once and they deserve all of your loving. Bye. You just a suppository of information over there, huh?